Shabbat Shalom. We've got these song sheets with all your Purim songs. Our cantors in training are going to lead us. We hope that you'll all join in song.
Ani Purim, Sameach Umbateach, Maloha Pa'am Bashana, V'lo Lehitareach, La 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 la. Again, Ani Purim, Sameach Umbateach, Maloha Pa'am Bashana.
Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach to friends near and far, to all our loyal subjects here in the city of Shushan. Welcome. To those of you joining us from across the kingdom, well, what can I say? The party's always better in person, but we're glad to have you here. We're here tonight to celebrate, and there's no party like a Purim party. Before we begin, we acknowledge and pay homage to those misfortunes across our realm, and we honor those of you who come burdened by grief or concern. But we also must enumerate and evaluate the blessings we enjoy, our lives, our liberties, and of course, our libations, but all in good time. Let us now welcome the night with a wee bit of light as we usher in Shabbat. You'll find your spot on page 5 as we invite Alex and Arissa to light our candles. Please rise.
Oh, hear my prayer, I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with
Please feel free to be seated. We're going to continue on page 12. L'chuna ranana. We turn now to page 20 to welcome our Sabbath bride, Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 bnei Shabbat lekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 bnei Shabbat lekabela.
Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmeanu el ha-meyuchad. Adonai echad, Shemo echad, L'shemo tiferet v'litehila.
Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 bnei Shabbat lekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 bnei Shabbat lekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'lecha, ki b'kor ha'veracha, merosh mikerem lesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 bnei Shabbat lekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 bnei Shabbat lekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret ba'ala, gam v'simcha u'v'tzola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala, boi chala. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 bnei Shabbat lekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 bnei Shabbat lekabela.
We're going to ask you to stay standing as we continue with the Baruch Hu, page 28.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Yalla lie, lie, lie. Yalla lie, lie, lie. Yalla lie, lie, lie. Yalla lie,
feel free to have a seat. We're going to continue with words of Ahavat Olam on page 32.
אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך אהבת, עמך אהבת. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגה יומם ולילה, נגה יומם ולילה. ואחוותך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ברוך שם כבוד, כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד.
What I have come to appreciate about mitzvot, commandments, some are easy, some are more difficult, some are challenging, and some are just downright enjoyable. There are 4 mitzvot to observe on Purim, and I think all 4 are in the category of the enjoyable. In a moment, just a moment, we're going to be hearing the Megillah. Let me share with you what the 4 mitzvot are: giving food, gifts to friends, mishloach manot, giving tzedakah, charity to those in need, having a festive meal, and reading the Megillah, Mikra Megillah, the book of Esther, and that's what we're going to be hearing. And it's especially enjoyable at this time because this story turns out very good for our people. We're reminded of the people, the clever people, the brave people, the actions of Esther and Mordecai, and of course, the villain. Now, an important part of this experience of the reading of the Megillah is that when we come to the name of the villain, I won't tell you who it is, but it sounds a little bit like, hey, man. As soon as we hear it, we're supposed to drown it out. If you have a grogger, you can stamp your feet, you can use your voice. So, without any more delay, I turn it over to Cantor Lutz and our Y School children for the reading of the Megillah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al mikra Megillah, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim la'avoteinu, bayamim hahem, bazman hazeh. Vayehi b'yemei Achashverosh, hu Achashverosh, hamolech mehodu ve'ad Kush, sheva ve'esrim u'mea medina, bishnat shalosh lemalcho, asa mishteh lechol sarav ve'avadav, chel paras u'madai, apartemim ve'sarei ha'medinot lefanai.
It was in the days of Ahasuerus. Ahasuerus was the ruler from India to Kush, 127 states. And in the third year of his reign, his kingship, he made a banquet, a feast for all of the workers and all of the servants and all of the army of Persia and of Media, to the nobles and the princes before him. After a while, when the anger of the king subsided, King Ahasuerus, he remembered Vashti and what she had done and what the decree against her was.
אחר הדברים האלה קשוח חמת המלך אחשוורוש זכר את ושתי ואת אשר עשתה ואת אשר מגזר עליך.
אחר הדברים האלה גידל המלך אחשוורוש את המן בן המדת האגגי והנשאהו וישם את כיסו מעל כל השרים אשר איתו.
Just before we get to that first mention of that guy's name, don't forget that beforehand, Esther had been in the palace waiting to meet the king. And then it says, and when the turn came for Esther, the daughter of Abihail, the uncle of Mordecai, who had adopted her as his own daughter to go to the king, she did not ask for anything but what Haggai had advised. And yet Esther won the admiration of all who saw her. The king loved Esther more than all the other women, and she won his grace and favor. So he set a royal crown on her head and made her queen instead of Vashti.
והוא עבדי המלך אשר בשער המלך קורבים ומשתחווים להמן.
He told me to.
כי הן ציוון לו המלך ומרדכי לא יירא ולא ישתחווה. ויהי ביום השלישי ותלבש אסתר מלאכו ותעמוד בחזר בית המלך הפנימית נוחה בית המלך והמלך יושב על כיסא מלכותו בבית המלכות נוחה בית הבית.
And Haman, of course, made a plot against the Jews. Mordecai discovered it and sent to Esther. Esther knew that she would be in danger if she approached the king, but after Mordecai's urging, she donned her malchut, she donned her kingdom, and went forth to the king.
ויהי היראות המלך את אסתר המלכה עומדת בחצר נשאהם בעיניו ויושט המלך לאסתר את שרביט הזהב אשר בידו ותגרע אסתר ותגע בראש השרביט.
Very happy to see Esther and extended his scepter, so she was not in danger.
Balayla hu nadadash nad hamelech vayomer lavi et sefer hazichronot divrei hayamim vayehu nigraim lifnei hamelech vayimatzeh ketuv asher higid Mordechai al bigtana Vateresh Shnei Sarisei HaMelech Mishomrei Hasaf Asher Bikshu Lishloach Yad B'Melech Achashverosh.
One night the king couldn't sleep, so he ordered the book of records brought to him, and there it was found that Mordechai had denounced Bigtan and Teresh, two of the king's guards, who had planned to do away with King Achashverosh. And so the king asked Haman, what should be done for someone I wish to honor? Haman, thinking that it must be him, said that the honoree should be dressed in the king's crown, paraded through the town on the king's horse for everyone to see. And the king said, do this for Mordechai HaYehudi. And Haman seized with anger all the more.
Vayavo HaMelech veHaman Lishtot im Esther HaMalka Vayomer HaMelech leEsther Gam bayom hasheni b'mishteh Hayayin mashelatech Esther HaMalka V'tinaten lach Uma bakashatech ad hatzi hamalhut v'teas.
Bayom hahu natan hamelech Achashverosh leEsther hamalka et beit Haman Sorer haYehudim uMordechai ba lifnei hamelech ki gidar Esther mahula vayasar hamelech et havato asher hevir meHaman vayitna leMordechai Vatasem Esther et Mordechai al Beit Haman.
This is the denouement, as they say in screenwriting business, which I know nothing about. When Esther reveals that Haman is brought into Esther's chamber, and his plot is revealed, and he, as it says, he prostrates himself before the queen in submission, but it's too late because he's cast out of the castle, and his property is given to Esther. She takes it all, and what happens more is there's a problem, because the king has issued a decree, according to Haman's wishes, that all the Jews were to be bad stuff by the Persians, and it couldn't be reversed in this silly kingdom. So what are they going to do? Well, they had to send out a different decree. So now Mordechai is elevated. He's dressed in blue and white robes, and he sends a decree that says the Jews can defend themselves. That's a good thing. And so they do, we're told, and Mordecai again leaves the castle dressed in his blue and white robes and in all his glory. And the most beautiful words in the Megillah are said about the Jews. La Yehudim haita ora v'simcha v'sason v'ikar. And because of Esther, because of Mordecai, the Jews enjoyed light and gladness, happiness, and honor. Chapter 10, the last verse.
Vayasem hamelech Achashverosh mas aha'aret v'yei hayam v'chol ma'aseh takpo ugvurakto ufarashat gedulat Mordechai Asher Gilo HaMelech Chalochem Ketuvim Al Sefer Divrei Hayamim Lemalchei Madayu Faras.
Let's give our sixth graders a round of applause. Thank you, guys.
On the surface, we would think there's really no connection between Purim and Passover other than that they both appear in the Tanakh in this wide range of our tradition, but tradition has placed them together, right? They're a month apart, and our tradition has placed special Shabbatot to link them. But I think more than anything, what links them is actually that verse that Rabbi Stern just stated for us, La Yehudim Haita Ora V'Simcha V'Sason, right? This eternal promise of redemption, of rebirth, and of new beginnings. And so as we make that transition or think about that transition, as Purim will come to an end after Sunday's carnival, of course, and we start to get into the Passover season, the song of redemption, that song of rebirth and new beginnings, Micha Mocha.
Thank you, Rabbi Sari. Sorry. We continue with Hashkivenu on page 42. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom, L'shalom Ve'ha'amidenu Shomreinu L'chayim Ufros Aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha Ufros Aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Amen, amen, Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom, L'shalom. Ve'ha'amidenu Shomreinu L'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen.
Even on a Shabbat like this, the Shabbat full of joy and a little bit of silliness, we take a moment, maybe especially on a Shabbat like this, take a moment for those in our community who need a little extra blessing this Shabbat, those in need of healing of mind and of body and of soul. If you're joining us from home and want to put a name into the chat, we'll bring them forward. And if you're here tonight thinking about someone in your life or in our community, we invite you to hold them in your heart and shine them forward as we continue with the words of Misha Berach. It is only on Hanukkah and Purim that the Amida includes an addition celebrating miracles and giving thanks for miracles. But I want to suggest it's something we could add each and every day as we think of the miracles that fill our own lives. And so as we turn to a silent Amida this evening, the words of the prayers begin on page 48, and I'll invite you in a moment to rise and then to take a few moments for your silent reflection, and maybe in them a chance to reflect not only on the miracles of Shushan, but the miracles of your own life today. We invite you to rise for a silent Amida, and then as you finish your own prayers, to be seated at your own pace.
Hello, darlings, and welcome to Shush Oz, a city of grandeur, a city with the most fabulous palace drapes. I mean, honestly, they shimmer. And it is ruled by a king whose, well, let's just say his favorite pastime isn't leading, it's partying. But do not be fooled, my most adoring audience, for behind those curtains there are secrets, power shifts, destinies. Oh my. Soon we shall meet a woman who dared to defy, a girl who learned to lead, and a man whose thirst for power would be his downfall.
Oh no!
But before we get into all of that delicious drama, we must begin with a queen who knew her worth, and honestly, good for her, because queens know how to make an entrance, and sometimes they know how to make an exit. Now, shall we begin? Schlock for sure. Purim shpiels are schlock for sure. You take one cute popular flick, write a little shtick, let the cantor let down her hair. So let's start, 'cause we've got an awfully long way to go.
Vashti, my queen, I would like you to dance the night away in front of me. Show them how stunning your bearded face is.
If I were to stand or dance, it certainly wouldn't be for you. I am not a prize pony to be paraded around in front of your friends.
That's for sure. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, come on now, Vashti. It's just a little entertainment. What's the harm?
The harm is that I am your wife, not your court jester. Perhaps you should be the one dancing for me,
It does not work that way, and you're joking, right?
Oh, I assure you, I am not. If you think I will degrade myself for the amusement of a drunken crowd, you are sorely mistaken.
Well, I'll tell you what. You can dance, but you can dance your way out of here.
Gladly. Even though I may seem like a wicked witch, I'll never be completely squashed from this story.
Gilded halls and grandest balls, a queen once ruled this land. She stood so tall, but a house did fall, and her days did end here in this hall. Her days as Queen Vashti, her days as Queen Vashti.
Well, Mordecai, what was I supposed to do, Galinda? She wouldn't dance for me.
Well, Your Majesty, next time don't demand interpretive dance in front of the whole kingdom.
Well, since I am now queenless, I think I need a new king. Sorry. Well, he looked like a king. I think I need a new queen. So I have a great idea because I am brilliant. Let's have a beauty pageant.
Oh, my dear, it's time for you to hop on a train and head into the city of Shush Oz. You know how special I think you are. You are simply magic. You can do this.
So let me get this straight. The king, who just dismissed his wife for having boundaries, is now holding a beauty contest to replace her. That is so deeply problematic, I can't even begin. But sure, why not throw me into the mix? What could possibly go wrong? I mean, look at me. I don't exactly fit the royal beauty standard. And now I'm supposed to waltz into the palace and pretend I belong? But maybe this isn't about belonging. Maybe this is about something bigger. Because Mordecai, Linda, keeps telling me there's a reason I'm here, that I was chosen for this moment. And as much as I hate to admit it, that shiny, sparkly know-it-all might have a point. Fine. I'll go along with this absurd beauty pageant. I'll smile and I'll play the part. But let's make one thing clear. I'm not just here to look pretty. I'm here to change things.
Okay, Esther, just don't tell anyone you're Jewish.
The trouble with women is they always try to teach the wrong lesson. Believe me, I've kicked out enough of them to know. They want you to become less callow, less shallow. And I think I'm ready to put the effort in. So I'll hold a beauty pageant. I'm singing for the king. And I get a great girl to become my wife. Schlepping through life, skimming the surface, leading Shushaws alone. Life's more painless for the brainless, and I would like some sweet company.
You're like no one I've ever. Oh, sorry, guys. Go ahead.
Is she even human?
What's with the hue, man?
But as I was saying, you're unlike anyone I've ever seen, and I like that. And tell me, green woman, what is your name?
It's Esther. You have just normal, non-Jewish, non-magical Esther.
Well, congratulations, Esther. You are my new queen.
Oh, well, that was fast. Let's all applaud for our new queen.
Ah, dear people of Shushan, Oz. It is I, your most trusted, most brilliant advisor. I guide the king. I counsel the king. Why, I am the king in all but name, but of course I seek no power. No, no, no. I simply bear the burden of leadership while His Majesty indulges, and yet does He reward me? No. He lets nobodies like Mordecai have more say than me. Haman!
Boo!
The great and powerful wizard, but soon, that will soon change. No more whispering. In the king's ear I will sit upon the throne myself, and all of Shushan Oz will bow before me. But of course, I remain as humble as ever, loyal even, yes, always loyal.
We've got a plan to get rid of the king.
I hear you, little wicked ones. I'm going to make sure the real king hears about this. And I'll tell my dearest friend Esther, and she'll make sure to tell the king the truth.
Wait. He's trying to what?
Yes, Haman kind of wants to get rid of all the Jews, including you, and take over the king's throne.
I knew there was something off about that guy.
Well, you're queen now. You should do something about it.
Oh, so now you want me to use my power?
I mean, metaphorically, yes.
Something has changed within me. It's time to take a stand. Haman is up to something, and I won't let this stand.
Whoa, what's up, my queen?
Haman is bad news. He's trying to destroy my people. Our people.
Huh, you're Jewish? You don't even look Jewish. And that's not in our royal scrolls.
Well, surprise. Are you going to do something about this?
Haman, you're with Vashti. Out the door, you're banished. Nice hat, by
Thank
the way.
you. Amazon. Pay no attention to the decrees behind the curtain. It was all a misunderstanding. I only sought power. I mean peace. Yet peace. 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 Wait. That wasn't supposed to happen. I'm supposed to be floating away.
No, Haman. You plotted our end, but today it's you who takes the fall, and we're so lucky that we have the magic and leadership of our great, great queen.
I was never meant to be queen. I never sought the crown. But when the time came to choose between comfort and courage, between fear and fate, I spoke. And because I did, my people lived. People can tell our story however they like. Make us heroes, make us villains, but here's the truth. When the pages turn and the masks come off, we're still standing, still strong, still dancing through history. We don't live by hate, we live by hope. And no matter what, we'll always find a way to laugh, because if there's one thing we know, it's that we, the Jewish people, don't just survive, we celebrate.
You know next year we'll do this all over again, because next year they release the second part. So much of me is made because I am a Jew, and doing Purim is close to my heart. And now whatever way our stories vibe, I know you have rewritten mine by being in my tribe. Our shtick is never boring, that anyone can see. Our spiels have them roaring, just like they should be. Who can say if this play could be better? But because we're Jewish, our spiel is pretty good.
Thank you to all of our players who helped make this possible, and to you for being here. We tell the story of Purim year after year after year, and we laugh and we make fun, because that's what we do in the face of challenge. Not only do we fight back and push back, but we also find celebration and joy and laughter. And I'm going to repeat the words again, because it's a wish that we have held on to for all time. La Yehudim Haita Ora v'simcha v'sason v'ikar. It should be for the Jews that they will always have light and gladness, joy and honor. Amen. And so we continue with prayers for our country and affirmation of the values that make this land what it is. Page 258. Please join me. O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us all to appreciate one another and to respect in many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and our country be sound in body and spirit.
Amen.
As we say, Amen. You were given a handout as you walked in with photographs of those yet remaining in captivity and sadly those we know to have perished. This weekend we're hoping that Idan Alexander returns to the embrace of his family and that those who are not living are returned to their families for appropriate burial. And so we affirm our connection to our people, our brethren in Israel, and we also acknowledge that at this time of joy, Israel is a nation that should and will continue to bring us joy. We're going to sing, instead of what we usually do, we're going to sing Yisrael Sheli, led by our CITs.
There's a place on earth filled with special things, beautiful and old. It is miles away, but it's right here too. It's in my heart and soul. Yisrael Sheli, Yisrael Sheli, Yisrael Sheli. I love you, Yisrael.
On the mountain top, in the desert sea, there's so much to explore. Filled with joy and hope, you will always be in my heart forevermore.
Yisrael Sheli, Yisrael Sheli, Yisrael Sheli. I love you, Yisrael. One more time, join us. Yisrael Sheli, Yisrael Sheli, Yisrael Sheli. I love you, Yisrael.
We continue with the Kiddush. If you are wearing a costume, child or adult, and if you're an adult with a costume on, well, get up here, because you deserve accolades. So are there any adults in the crowd with a, I thought I saw one in the back. Wasn't Emily here with a, where'd she go? Ah, she slipped out on me. Anybody with a costume, come on up. All right, got one. Any more costumes? Come on up, you guys, costumes. Who else has a costume? Oh, there's Paul. Please rise for the Kiddush. It is on page 5.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotov v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ava u'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit, ki hu yom tefillah l'mikra'e kodesh, zecher l'tzion Mitzrayim, ki banu v'harta ve'otanu kidashta b'kol hamim, v'shabbat kodshacha ve'ahava u'ratzon inhatanu, Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat l'chaim. Okay, if you're under 13, come help me open the ark too, okay? Here we go. Page 282. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. Though we celebrate and enjoy, we also take a moment to think of those who are not here to celebrate with us in the flesh. And so if you are currently observing Shiva, the anniversary, the first 7 days, we ask you to please rise. If you're observing Shloshim, the first 30 days of mourning a loved one, we ask you to please rise. If you're within the first year of honoring a loved one's passing, we ask you to please rise. And if you are observing a Yortzeit, the anniversary of a loved one's passing, we ask you to please rise. If you're joining us online, we invite you to share the name of your loved one with us online. If you wish to share the name of your loved one with us, you can please do it now. We invite everyone to please rise and join our mourners' words of Kaddish Tome, page 294. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba, bi'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach le'olam me'omeo maya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudisha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata da'miran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Zichronam livracha, we ask that the memory of our loved ones remain a blessing now and always. And together we say, amen. Please be seated. Before we conclude our services, just a couple quick notes. Please don't skedaddle right as you exit. We have some challah, we have some hamantash, and we all want to wish you a Shabbat Shalom and a Chag Sameach, so don't get away before we have a chance to say hello. Those of you joining us online, don't forget to smash that subscribe button or join us on our online community, Wise on the Web. Special thanks to everybody who helped make this service possible, our amazing band, our wonderful audio and broadcast team, our Megillah readers, our clergy, and of course, our CITs, our cantors in training, Jacob, Millie, Chloe, Levi, Shai, and Eden. If you're wondering, where can I get more of this Purim spirit? You could get it right here tomorrow at our special Purim text study at 8:30 in the morning, or join us at our Purim Carnival 10:30 this Sunday. Other than that, we hope to see you right back here next week. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach.
Last song on your song sheet for Purim. Hey, 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 man. Hey, 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 man. Hey, 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 man. Hey, hey, man. Hey, hey, man. Hey, hey, man. He wanted everybody to bow.
Oh, wow!
He wanted everybody to serve. What a nerve! Big, big, big brass band from Shushan, the loudest big mouth in the land. Hey, 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 man. Hey, hey, man. Last time. Hey, 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 man. Hey, 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 man. Hey, 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 man. Hey, hey, man. Hey, hey, man. Hey, hey, man. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.